Hello and welcome in, everyone. It's Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Elite Discord tournament, and we will be seeing the final two teams of the tournament facing off today. Today. The Underworld will be facing off against the Joyriders. It has been a very eventful first round so far, as all of the home teams have won each game. I ask you, please go back and watch the last game, the Lockhorns versus the Justice. You will not be disappointed. That was such a great game, and all of these have been really great. We've seen offense really blowing up a lot of ace starters, just with the exception of the last game. Again, go back and check it out. And we are going to see what breaks first for the Underworld and the Joyriders. Is it going to be the offense or the defense, or I'm sorry, the pitching that gets it done for either of these teams? So let's go ahead and take a look. And again, as we've done so far, I will take a look at where these players came from. Some of them I'm familiar with, some of them not so much. Let's take a look, starting with Jamie Cook. Jamie Cook is the former center fielder for the Sewer Sneaks. I believe he was the number 2 pick in that draft. And he will get the start in center field for the Underworld, followed by Jillian Fisher. If you watched the last tournament, you will recognize Jillian Fisher as a former Buzzwing. She was, I think, number 2 in the league. She hit so well. We'll see again that noodle arm did not end up impacting her at second base. We'll see if it does here for the Underworld. Tobias Fox came from the Lockhorns, and he is going to be the number 1 pick in the draft for the Underworld. So we'll see what he's capable of. He'll actually be starting in left field for the Underworld. Cedar Nielsen, if I'm not mistaken, was a former, I believe it was a former Dirt Dog. Yep, he was a former Dirt Dog. He'll be now on the Underworld at shortstop. Gianni Duffy was the former Arctic center fielder. He'll be DHing in this one. Count Fellows, also a former Dirt Dog, so joining Cedar as they both come over to the Underworld. Army Porter, the former first baseman of the Arctics, will be able to join his teammate Gianni here on the Underworld. And then we have Reeve Watts. He was also an outfielder for the Sewer Sneaks, so they both will be manning the outfield together. And then Jada McCarthy, probably the best catcher in this entire tournament, former Prowl catcher who did so much damage for her team in the previous one. And then Dainty Tumblo. I'm not recognizing him. Let me look through the names really quick and see where did he pitch, if at all. He pitched for the Overdogs. He was the 4th pitcher. Oh, so he actually, fun fact, he didn't even get a chance to start as he was the 4th starter, and the Overdogs unfortunately got swept. So he didn't even get a chance to play in the previous tournament. We'll see what he does here. So that's going to be your Underdogs. Your Underworld. Now let's head over to the Joyriders, and let's suggest the lineup here. Finley Pickles will get the start in left field, secondary position, so this could have an impact on him. He's also a former Overdog. Kayla Carter came from the Buzzwings. We have Oakley Reddier, formerly of the Arctic. Genevieve Peichel came from I believe that might have been the Arctic as well. Doing a quick look through here. Yep, Genevieve will join Oakley as he comes to the Joyriders, or she comes to the Joyriders. Then we have Toothsome Reed, and look at that big smile on that big guy. Toothsome came from the... Oh, I hate when I do this part where I'm looking around trying to find out. He was the backup in the Overdogs team to Skyla Luna, so he gets this chance to start. Hopefully he gets an opportunity to shine here for the Joyriders. Yauman Casey, not, I believe, in the last tournament. I'll do a quick peek through, but I do not believe he made it into the tournament last time, so this might be his first opportunity. And that would be correct. He did not get a chance. Talia Erickson is new. Nick Everdale, I believe he was a dirt dog. Yes, he was. And then Luna Sandberg, Luna of the... Oh my gosh, there's Britt Luna and Skyla Luna, but Luna Sandberg. It's so hard to find these people. Still looking, still looking, still looking. This might be... Oh, she played for the Arctic as well. So a few Arctic on here, a few Overdogs. It'll be interesting to see. And then lastly, where did Twirl Upton play? Twirl Lupton. She was a former Sewer Sneak starter. She was actually number 2 behind Warden Wang. So that's both of these teams. We'll see what they're capable of as we head out to the motor yard for the Joyriders home park. The Joyriders, if anything else tells us in this tournament, have the upper hand as the home team, as the away team is yet to win a game. Man, that orange and black looks really solid for the Underworld. Joyriders, I love the red, blue, and white combo always. So this is a fun one. We'll see what happens as Jamie Cook steps up to the plate. Has Tier 2 Power versus Righties activated here. Also has Tier 3 Little Hack. We'll see what Twirl is able to do at Tier 2 Workhorse. And misses the first 2 pitches. There's a strike. Twirl, one of the few starters with only 3 pitches, a 4-seam, a slider, and a curveball. Yep. 2-2 count here, and Jamie making contact and pulling a foul. Takes a ball inside, so it's a full count here in the first at-bat, and Twirl will get him to pop out to the outfield. A nice play from Oakley Reddier coming in from out of nowhere as that ball looked like it was landing in no man's land. And instead it lands in Oakley Reddier's glove, and he's never been readier for that play. And I'm sorry for that joke right there. Jillian Fisher lines out to Nick Everdale for out number 2. And now Tobias Fox will come in. Solid power hitter, good contact, good speed. Tier 3 utility. He'll be playing in left field without any negative impact on him. Oh, what a play from Kayla Carter. She looks fully recovered from that meniscus tear that kept her out for so long in the first tournament. But she is doing well already as she makes a diving play at first base for out number 1. All right, here comes Finley Pickles. Will lead things off against Dainty Tumblo with that sign stealer activated for the second time in a row, but he misses it. And he pops it up to shallow left. It's going to get out just outside of the infield for Cedar Nelson, out number 1. Kayla Carter comes up. 2 traits here, Little Hack and the off-speed hitter. And gets an off-speed pitch, dribbled down the line, barehanded by Reeve Watts, who's actually playing third base. I didn't even notice that. Nice play there as he barehands and tosses over to first base. And look at all those yellow Joyriders jerseys in the background. Dainty Tumblo really impacted by that Tier 3 mind gamer from Reddier. Also has Tier 3 bad ball hitter. And that's a really good combo here. 1-2 count with 2 outs. Sails high. 2-2. And Reddier will get a base hit up the middle. 2-out rally here for the Joyriders offense, as Reddier was able to make contact on that one and send it up the middle. And now Genevieve Peichel comes up to 2 traits here, big hack and off-speed hitter. And Dainty with Tier 3 elite changeup, also has Tier 2 meltdown, will only come into play if he gives up 4 consecutive hits. Allows 4 people to reach it consecutively. Big hack activated here, and Genevieve will take a strike on a 3-0 count. And there's ball 4, so she's very patient, and it pays off. 2 batters have reached with 2 outs here. Toothsome Reed comes up with Tier 2 low pitch, and also Tier 2 rally starter, not activated. We'll get a low pitch, but he chased it out of the zone and pushes it foul. Good speed over there at first base. Getting brushed back, almost got hit in the knee by Tumblo. There's a strike two, 1-2 count, and high at the top of the zone, but it pushes it foul. And we'll do it again, 1-2 count. That one stays low. And hard hit, but right at Cedar Nelson. And he is going to catch that for out number 3. So a little 2-out rally going with a base hit and then a walk. But it gets wiped away with the ground out. Or the line out, excuse me. Cedar Nielsen, he has Tier 3 Mind Gamer as well. Also Tier 1 consistent. And that's going to do a lot to Twirl's accuracy as she gives up a hard hit ball to the right field corner, and that one stays fair, and it gets just high enough to get out of here, and that one has been sent to the Underworld as that gets a solo shot for Cedar Nelson to put the Underworld up 1-0 here in the top of the second. And now another Mind Gamer here in Johnny Duffy, Tier 3. And first pitch strike there for Twirl. And that one stays outside. She's having trouble locating her pitches as he sends that one down the left field line, but it goes just foul. And that one sent deep left center field. Is it going to get out? It's carrying, and it lands in the bullpen for back-to-back solo shots from Gianni Duffy following Cedar Nelson. 419 on that one, and it gets sent to the Underworld as it is a 2-0 lead here for the Underworld. Count Fellows. We're going to see if he can count. I was going to try and make it a reference there, like count on his fellows to give him some help. I don't know. We're going to just pretend like I never said that, right? Count Fellows falls behind 1-2, and we'll pull that one down the line, and Kayla Carter will one-hop it into her glove. Steps on first for out number 1. Is that out number 1? Yep, and Army Porter comes up. And she takes first pitch strike. And pulls one foul, so she falls behind 0-2. Tense Twirl Lupton here. Fouls that one off. And then another foul, so a lot of battling here. Before she froze on strike 2, or on strike 3. And that's going to be out number 2. Reeve Watts comes in. Tier 1 bad jumps, which will only activate if he's on base and can steal. Will take a strike, followed by swinging through a strike, and fouls that one. After the strikeout, twirls back to neutral mojo. 1-2 count, and chases out of the zone. Reeve Watts takes off for first. But nice play from Genevieve Peichel as she's able to toss it to first for out number 3. But 2 solo shots. Cedar Nelson and Gianni Duffy, who did not get a lot of chances to shine for the Arctics. Seems like he may have found his home in the Underworld. Yeoman Casey will get a hold of that one, send it to deep center field, and it's going to land in the batter's eye in that shrubbery there. Big shot from Casey as he brings his power with him, and that ball is going to have a fun ride out of the park for a solo shot to make this a 2-1 ball game, and the Joyriders are not out of this just yet. Talia Erickson was the one that is behind the plate. Sign stealer at tier 3, and Dainty Tumblo is tense. Fastball gets sent up the middle, predicted, and we're hearing that trash can sound that we heard in Bingata Bowl. Now here coming from the Joyriders here at home. Not really sure what that's about, but I don't know if anyone else is picking that up, but I'm hearing that in my headphones. 1-1 count here for Nick Everdale, and that's going to be pushed foul. 1-2 count, not much speed over there at first base, little hack activated, and chases way out of the zone for strike 3. Tumblo finding a little bit of a groove back. Luna Sandberg comes up, tier 2 little hack and tier 3 distractor. That strikeout was not enough to get his mojo back as Dainty is still tense. He's going to look to see if he can battle back. 3-0 count here. He falls way behind. Gets one strike. That ball stays low and out of the zone, and that's ball 4. So 2 on for Finley Pickles. 0 for 1 today, but has tier 3 sign stealers, so I think we might... Takes ball 1 high and inside, and that's going to be right to Jillian Fisher. She tosses to short over to first. Out number 3, and the double play ends the rally for the Joyriders, but they get 1 back. Big home run from Yeoman Casey. And it is 2-1. Now Jada McCarthy will look to see what she can get on her first pitch, tier 2 first pitch slayer. And she gets a strike, but she takes it. And she swings at that one at the bottom of the zone, and Sandberg is going to be able to get the easy out at first. Jamie Cook comes back up for his second at-bat of the game. 0 for 1 so far. Twirl at 35 pitches. And she gives up a hard hit ball on a line, and Yeoman Casey almost misplays that one, but he's able to reach up and finds his glove for out number 2 there. Now Jillian Fisher, 0 for 1. We'll try and use that solid contact rating. Takes a strike there at the bottom of the zone, and she'll push that one foul. So it's 1-2 with 2 outs, and Twirl will serve up a base hit up the middle. And that's going to be another 2-out base hit for the Underworld. We'll see if anything comes of this one as Tobias Fox comes up 0 for 1. And he's going to try and see what he can do to help his team out. Swings at the first pitch, pops it foul and way back. This one stays outside for ball 2, or for ball 1. There's strike 2. That curveball drops right in the zone. And there's a grounder to second base. Sandberg over to Carter, out number 3. So the 2-out hit does nothing. And we head to the bottom of the third. The game's still 2-1. Underworld over the Joyriders. Kayla Carter, 0 for 1 today. She missed a lot of the first tournament for the Buzzwings as she tore her meniscus early on. And she was able to come back and be a big part of the championship run for that team. She sees an off-speed pitch there and pushes it foul, or pulls it foul. 1-2 count. The little hack activates, and now it's gone. Gets the off-speed pitch. He sends it into left field, but it's going to hang up for Tobias Fox, catching that for out number 1. Oakley Reddier is pumped as he walks up to the plate. He's cheering and laughing. His tier 3 mind gamer. I think that's part of his shtick as he starts hooping and hollering as he steps into the box, and it's really messing with Dainty Tumblow's accuracy here. 1-2 count. That one sails high, and that ball to left field on a line as it's going to get all the way to the wall. It bounces into the corner there, and Jamie Cook is able to get to it, but it's going to be an easy standing double for Oakley Reddier, who's now 2 for 2. And he gets a mojo boost, so he's going to have even more speed standing on second base. Genevieve Peichel now comes up. 1 walk in her first plate appearance. Takes a strike there. Dainty approaching the 50-pitch mark. He'll throw that one here. And it's going to be a wild changeup for a strike on the inside that she chased. And that one gets pulled to first. Army Porter steps on first for out number 2, and the runner advances to third. So Toothsome Reed, 0 for 1 today, looking to see if he can drive in that runner from third. With 2 outs here, Dainty Tublo trying to get out of the inning. Almost throws a wild pitch there, but nice snag from Jada as she catches another one that's low and outside. This one way inside, so wild throwing from Tumblo. And misses the corner there, so that's going to be a walk on 4 pitches for Toothsome Reed. And now Yeoman Casey comes in. I should have stopped to listen to him announce his name. Yeoman, Tier 2 contact versus righties paid off for him last time as he shot a bullet into center field. This time he grounds right to Reeve Watts, who tosses to first for out number 3, and nothing comes of it. Runner stranded at third base. And it is still a 2-1 ball game for the Underworld. The Joyriders had a chance to tie it back up, and instead They'll have to still battle from behind here in the top of the fourth. Twirl still on the mound. Cedar Nielsen? Yeah, Nielsen. Will will be the first person to have got the scoring started with a big home run. Tier 3 Mind Gamer. Full count here, and Twirl will get the base or the ground ball to short. Reed tosses to Carter out number 1. Gianni Duffy, also one of the home run hitters in this game, followed Cedar's home run with one of his own. And Tier 3 Mind Gamer still at work. Twirl is just kind of in her head right now. Gets a strike there, so 2-2 count with one out, and right down the middle, and Gianni Duffy playing mind games with himself as he had the pitch exactly where he wanted it, but didn't know what to do with it, and that's going to be strike 3. And first pitch strike here for Fellows. Ball out of the zone. Twirl happy to get some of her accuracy back. She gets ahead in the count 1-2 here. And that one's going to be fouled back. Here comes pitch number 60 for Twirl Lupton. And it's going to be looped into center field. And it's dying out there for Oakley Reddier for out number 3. So a nice 1-2-3 inning from Twirl Lupton. And now she's just hoping her offense can help her out, as they're still down by 1. Talia will get things started. She got a base hit in her first at-bat. And she gets a hold of one, pulls it into right field, but got underneath it, and it's going to fade and die out there in right field. Count Fellows catching that for out number 1. Here comes Nick Everdale, and he'll have to face off against Arya Kelly. Arya replaces Dainty Tumblo here in the bottom of the 4th. Tier 2 Little Hack, and it goes away. And I'm going to see if I can find Arya Kelly if she pitched for any of the teams. That ball gets muscled into left field, but ranging back is Tobias Fox, catching it right before the wall. And nice recovery from him. Luna Sandberg now comes up. And Arya Kelly, former thumper. So that goes foul. That pops foul as well. And she has Little Hack activated for this one. 0-2 count. Arya with Tier 3 specialist, but only against lefties. So that ball gets pulled foul, and it's going to get down in the left field corner. 1-2 count. There's ball 2, so Little Hack is gone. Fighting to stay alive is Luna Sandberg once again. She's just been fouling off everything. And she takes strike 3. She got frozen. And Arya Kelly says, "Are you done?" And she heads off the mound for a nice clean inning. She did give up a really hard hit ball, but it flew out to left, and that was it. But the Underworld looking to try and find a way to add to their lead. Still up by 1. As that ball flies out to right field, Army Porter makes decent contact, but it hangs up, and that's going to be out number 1. Now, Reeve Watts in the 8th spot here. We're in max pressure now, and Twirl Lupton staying out on the mound for as long as she can, being the workhorse that she is. 2-1 count, and Reeves will take ball 3. Pops that one foul, so it's a full count. And pulls another one foul. Fighting another pitch off, and so we'll do it again. And, that one does not catch the corner. And I think Twirl is mad that she didn't get the call there, as they have been calling that pitch today. And instead it's a walk. Tier 1 bad jumps activated at first base over there with good speed. Jada McCarthy takes a ball for her first pitch slayer. Followed by a strike. And the runner takes off, and what a missile from Erickson behind the plate as she catches the runner. And I don't know if there was a missed sign by by McCarthy as that ball grounds to second, and that's out number 3. But McCarthy, I don't know if she was supposed to be swinging at that pitch, but Reeve Watts with Tier 1 bad jumps still made an impact on that one, and that was detrimental. So Finley Pickles gets pulled for Caroline Gomez. Caroline with Tier 2 pitch perfect and rally starter at Tier 2, having to offset that specialist trait that's doing so much. And that ground ball to shortstop is out number 1. That was a really good idea to pull Finley Pickles there. It didn't end up paying off, but to offset that with the rally starter and pinch perfect was really solid there. Now Kayla Carter gets an off-speed pitch, sends it into left field. It's going, and it's going to get out of here. I thought it may have been caught, but instead that's a home run, and Kayla Carter here makes the 369. I'm not doing it. A solo shot for Kayla Carter, her first home run, and she gets the Joyriders back in this game as she sends that one for a fun ride out of the park for a solo shot to tie this one up. And Arya Kelly is tense, and now here comes, or not tense, but impacted by the Tier 3 mind gamer from Oakley Reddier, who's 2 for 2 today with a double and a single. He's locked in. And here in the bottom of the 5th, 3-1 count, and there's ball 4. Oakley Reddier throws the bat down and says, just pitch to me. Now Genevieve Peichel comes up, 0 for 1 with a walk. She will see the Tier 3 specialist play against her. Great speed over at first base. They check on the runner immediately. Arya is very tired at 24 pitches here. And that one pops foul. Might be a good time to go to the bullpen here. 0-2 count, and runner takes off on a curveball, and Jada McCarthy throws it in the dirt. So the runner advances to second base, and that could potentially be the game-winning run. 2-2 count here as Arya's all over the place. Now full count with 1 out. And gets the strikeout, so she's able to catch that one at the bottom part of the zone. And now would be a good time to pull her for a new pitcher against Twosome Reed. And that's what they'll do. Cardoso Hill. Cardoso, I will let you all know what team he used to play for. As he gets a foul there. Cardoso, former Overdog. With Tier 3 reverse splits, but will only be in play versus lefties. And Twosome Reed with Tier 2 low pitch. 1-2 count. Gets a low pitch, but it's too low. And now it's 2-2. And that ball's going to get through the right side and into right field. A runner will be coming home and will score. They don't cut that one off, and the Joyriders take the lead in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. Twosome Reed comes up with a big hit, and that will give the Joyriders the lead. And now here's that reverse splits activated against Yeoman Casey. Tier 2 contact versus righties will help offset that a little bit. And that one's going to be lined right to Cedar Nielsen to end the inning. But 2 runs come across. A big home run from Kayla Carter. And then we see the Twosome Reed single with runner on second base. And that's going to do just enough to get the Joyriders the lead. And now they'll pull Twirl Upton for Orville Graham. Orville pitched for... I know I saw him. Orville pitched for the Arctic. And that ball is going to be popped foul. So Jamie Cook looking to see if he can get some runs back for his team. He pops that one into center field, and it's going to die out there for Oakley Reddier for out number 1. So Orville Graham, former Arctic, comes over to the Joyriders for this tournament. And Jillian Fisher, 1 for 2 with a single with max pressure here and a 1-2 count. The Underworld fighting to stay in this one with 1 out. Jillian pops foul and takes ball low. So now 2-2. And the slider, she's able to make contact and go foul and then chases out of the zone. for strike 3. So Tobias Fox 0 for 2, and he is currently the last hope for the Underworld as they are down by 1, and Orville Graham looking to finish him off. Gets a strike there. That one gets pulled foul, so down to their last strike. Tobias takes the ball inside. Good eye there. 1-2. And pushes it into left field. And he's going to keep the game alive for just a little bit longer. As he's the tying run at standing at first base. And this is the guy you want up right now. Cedar Nielsen comes in with Tier 3 Mind Gamer. Already has 1 home run today. Good speed over there at first base. And he hits the first pitch he sees into deep center field. And this park looks like it's going to hold it as Oakley Reddier catches that for out number 3. And the Joyriders win Game 1. All 4 home teams won their first game of the tournament. And the Joyriders looked like they were not going to be able to come back in this one. And they found a way to get it back into it against Dainty Tumblo and the relief pitching of the Underworld. Wow, what a game. We saw 2 solo home runs for the Underworld in the second inning and 1 for the Joyriders in the second inning, and then nothing until the 5th. 3-2 ball game as the Underworld lose this one. 2 runs on 4 hits versus 3 runs on 6 hits. For the Underworld, base hits from Fisher and Fox, and then we saw back-to-back home runs from Nielsen and Duffy, and that was it for the offense. We did see a walk from Watts, but it didn't go anywhere as he got caught stealing. For the Joyriders, we had a solo home run from Kayla Carter that tied the ball game. We saw a 2-for-2 day from Oakley Reddier. Also walked, so he reached base on every plate appearance. He ended up scoring from second base on the Toothsome Reed base hit there. He was 1 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. And then Yeoman Casey with a solo home run early in the ball game. That was the offense for the Joyriders. Dainty Tumblo, decent day out there, 3 1/3, gave up 4 hits but walked 3. He gave up 1 solo home run and he struck out 1. For Arya Kelly, she's not going to be too happy as she goes 1 1/3, gave up 1 hit. She gave up 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. It was a 2-run homer? No, it was a solo home. Wait. Yeah, it was a solo home run. And then Cardoso Hill came in, gave up 1 hit, but got the 1 out that he was asked to get. For the Joyriders, Twirl Lupton, she pitches 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, and 2 home runs. She was able to overcome a really tough Underworld offense that had a lot of mind gamer players out there. Orville Graham comes in, gets the 1 inning save, 1 hit, and 1 strikeout. So Oakley Reddier will get the player of the game. Gianni Duffy, number 2. Cedar Nielsen, number 3. Kind of weird that they both got on there, but Kayla didn't. But either way, that's going to be the first round of games for all 4 teams, or all 8 teams. And this will be really, really interesting to see the rest of the way what's going to happen. Can these away teams or the lower seeds respond and fight back in this one? Again, it's a 5-game series, so 3 wins takes the series. And we'll see what the Thumpers can do against the Buzzwings. That'll be the next time out. The Buzzwings do not want to end their tournament in round 1 after being the champions in the first tournament. We'll see what happens. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.